Came back. Came back wrong. Came back wrong. Cute, cute black dress at the wake, little bow in my hair. Everybody says miracle, but I'm like, where? White flowers, gold light, hands in prayer. But your eyes slide past me like I'm not there. They all clap when you walk in slow, like a dead boy breathing is enough to know. I smile sweet with my lip gloss on, like, oh my god, they don't know you're gone. Same face, same name, same shape at the door. Same old shadow on the same old floor. But the warmth went missing, the laugh went flat, and I hate myself for knowing that. You say my name like a line you learned. Now mouth moves right, but the words now burn. Everybody wants a miracle clean, but nobody loved you alive like me. They said, don't be bitter, he's better than before. They said, don't you miss him, but he ain't him no more. I tried to call you darling, you curdled on my tongue, because the grave gave back your body, but kept the things I love. They said the stone roll back. Why you crying? He's standing right there. Why are you lying? But his hands feel wrong and his mouth don't fit. He wears my memories like counterfeit. They call it mercy, they call it clean, but they never knew him underneath. I loved him alive, now look at me. Oh Lazarus, you ain't the man you used to be. Used to be, used to be, used to be, used to be. Not the man, not the man. Came back wrong. Used to be, used to be. You ain't up, you ain't up, you ain't up, you ain't up. They dressed you up in your favorite coat, tied old hymns like a leash on your throat. Said close enough is a kind of love. Said good girl shouldn't ask too much. I nod along like a good little thing. Pink cheeks, sharp teeth, I tried to sing. Say amen with my nails dug in, while the whole room worships your mannequin. You move like a house built for TV's sake. The walls are there, but the lights are fake. Smile on cue when the people stare, but the one I knew sure ain't in there. Every time I say that out loud, they make me into the storm cloud. Like grief is rude when the corpse looks nice, like I should thank them for rolling the dice. They said don't be bitter, he's better than before. They said don't you miss him, but he ain't him no more. I tried to call you darling, you curdled on my tongue, because the grave gave back your body, but kept the things I love. They said the stone rolled back. Why you crying? He's standing right there. Why you lying? But his hands feel wrong and his mouth don't fit. He wears my memories like counterfeit. They call it mercy, they call it clean, but they never knew him underneath. I loved him alive, now look at me. Oh Lazarus, you ain't the man you used to be. Used to be, used to be, used to be, used to be. Not the man, not the man. Came back wrong. Raise your bones, but not your soul. Raise your bones, but not your soul. Maybe resurrection is just another kind of theft, when everybody gets a miracle and I get what is left. Maybe heaven made a copy, maybe hell forgot your